Hello guys, welcome to a new video. Many people ask to me, how do you start with learning a new language? Which words should I learn? I think there are many useless words which you should not learn. And I made a selection of 180 words and I researched it by myself. I listened to conversations of people and I wrote down the most common words. So hopefully this is helping to reach an A1 or A2 level. So that means that you can survive in an area, have basic conversations with people and ask for directions. So let's start with the survival verbs. I call them survival verbs because I think they're really important for a first conversation or when you're living in a country and when you really need something, you know. So if you want to drink or to eat, to sleep, I think that's really important, and it's also really good to know if someone understands you or if he or she speaks the language. So you should also learn the conjugations of the verbs. And you should also need to learn he, she, it, we, so you can say it in any form. Okay, so now we have the conversational verbs. Number 2. I made a selection of 10 verbs which are really important and frequently used. Those verbs can be used to give your opinion, to say what you would like to do. You know, it's more a conversation which you could have in a pub or with a friend. Alright, number 3. The verbs for daily life. I think these verbs are really important if you're, you know, talking about your work, your school, or, you know, for anything. If you want to say what you're learning, how you learned it, and if you want to buy something, you know, like really daily situations. Alright, number 4, the nouns to survive. I think we all agree water is the most important one if you're thirsty, but also words like money and bedroom if you need a that's also important, or restaurant if you want to eat something. In my opinion, they're really important, and animals as well. Don't learn words like tiger or chicken. I think it's not important for an A1 or A2 level. You can also say this or that. And why is the word animal important? I think it's good to know if an animal is dangerous, for example. Number 5, the nouns for location. So these words are really good for asking directions. So if you want to know where the hotel is, a school, a street, or maybe a building, you know, then you can use these words. Okay, nouns for conversation. So I think these words are really frequently used in daily conversations with people when you're just talking with them. You could have a combination with between those words and the verbs which we had before in the conversational verb list. And then you can make some nice constructions of nice sentences, and that's also what I want to do in this video, that you're able to construct any sentence. Alright, number 7, the adjectives. Here we got a new selection of 10 nice words which are really important. Yeah, beautiful, good, cheap, expensive. These words are also really frequently used. Number 8, the prepositions. Those are 20 prepositions, so maybe you need to have a look at it before you're skipping again in this video. I don't want to have a too long video, so that's why I am saying it. These are like kind of combinations of, how do you say it? You can use it to link one word with another word. So that's really good. Number 9, feelings and emotions. So I think these are the most important feelings or emotions when you really want to talk about your feeling or something which you need. Now the numbers. Alright, don't get confused, because you need to start with number 1 and not with number 96. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 100,000. If you're able to learn that, then you can talk about anything. You can say, you can ask how much something is and understand the answer. But you can also talk about your age, or you can talk about how long you learned the language. So when you're learning all those numbers, then you have a really good start. Now the time specification. I think when you're learning all these words, you're able to say what you are doing and when you are doing it, to give an indication of the time. So I think that's also really important if you want to explain how long you're learning a language, or when you need to leave, or when you want to do something. Alright, now the questions. Who, why, when, what, where, which, and how. If you know all these words, you can just ask any question which you want to ask, and you can also get an answer of someone. And these words make like when you're learning these words, it's possible to have an interview with someone, or you can ask someone why he or she did something or whatever. Right. Now number 13, the sentence connectors. When you're knowing these words, you're able to connect any sentence with another sentence. So you can have some nice constructions, really useful. Number 14, the demonstrative pronoun. So I already said it before in the video, you don't need to learn a lot of nouns like tiger, aunt or stuff like that. You can just say this or that or these or those and showing the thing which you want to show. So that's good enough, you know, for a beginner. You can learn other words later when you want to go for B1, but not now. Now the pronouns. So something, anything, nothing, everything, not some, any. I mean, those words are also really frequently used by a lot of speakers. You don't need to know a lot of words, but you can just make it more abstract by saying this, that, something, anything, thing. Of course, you have a really basic conversation, but that's not a problem. If people can understand you, it's fine, right? Alright, now the last one, number 16, the language and the country. So you should know, for example, if you're learning Spanish, then you should know the name of the country. So España, the language, Español, and you also need to know the adjective. So if you're knowing this, then you're able to talk about the language, how you learned it, and that's really important when you're talking about what you're learning. So this is the end of the video. I wish I could make an example of a conversation with all these words in it, but I don't want to do it because I think the video will be too long. And you can also just trust me that I really research which words are really necessary or not. And I also think you need to explore a lot by yourself.